Hey. Alright. Um, have ever have have any of you ever um asked anyone what they think of something or someone or whatever before you did something? 'Cause I'm finding this to be a trend lately. Lately as in like the last few years, where people ask other people what they think of things or ideas, whatever, before they go and do them or before they say their opinion on whatever it is. And I just find that to be so weird because isn't your opinion good enough? I mean, assuming it only matters for you. And like, if you're working with a team or something, obviously it's not just you. But if it's just your life, why does it matter what anybody else thinks? I mean, you could have their input and whatever, and you know, but you shouldn't be putting any heavy weight on what anybody else thinks if it's solely about you. You should be doing it for you. You should be enjoying stuff you enjoy, not stuff other people tell you to enjoy or think you should enjoy or that they say is popular or whatever. You should be enjoying it because you enjoy it. And this is just like all across the board. I've noticed this different things in life, that people just seem to need other people's acceptance and praise and input on everything. And it's weird. I don't like, I understand why people do it, I'm pretty sure, because they want that acknowledgement, the praise, whatever, to fit in. I just don't get why that need is so high and so popular that people want it so badly. There was this girl online, well, not girl, she's a woman, but you know, and she has apparently not changed her hair in a year or something. So she was scared to do anything to it, because she was afraid of what people would think about it. So she wanted input from people, and she still didn't want to do what she actually wanted to do with it because she was afraid of what other people would think. And I just think that's so ridiculous. Like, first of all, it's your hair. It's your body. Second, like, why do you care so much what other people think? Like, I understand caring about what other people think of you in general, because obviously we wouldn't. Well, there's other reasons why people do their makeup, say, and get dressed nice or whatever. A lot of people do it for themselves, which when I get dressed nice, I do it for myself because I got nobody else to do it for, right? So, and I enjoy it when I do it. But I understand people wanting to do it for other people or for a specific person. I get that. I just don't get getting stressed out and anxious over it. Over trying to please other people. that don't even necessarily have a say in your life. Like, they don't really matter. Like, if they're just some strangers, what does it matter, really? I understand if it's, like, your spouse or a family member that you value or something, whatever. I get that to a point. But when it's a stranger, I don't... It's sad that people... value other people's opinions so heavily. And I'm not saying to not value other people's opinions as a whole, because there are certain areas where you should. Like, at least take them into consideration, maybe. It's not a bad thing. But I don't think there's any circumstance where you would take a stranger's opinion heavily into consideration unless they're like a professional in a specific area that you're actually talking about. It's just so unhealthy. I've never been one to really care about what people think about me. How I think or how I look, never really. Until I was maybe 20, 21, something like that. I started to care a little bit. Started to be like, I want to dress cuter than what I would have. But it wasn't to impress people, it was just to feel good. And then I started to be like, why do I care about what people think? I should be just doing it for myself. So then around, like, it only lasted 6 months or so that I had this phase where I was like, and wanting to look cute to please people, kind of. It wasn't even that, it was just, I wasn't doing it necessarily for myself anymore. But that was, again, it only lasted like 6 months, which is still a long time. But yeah, like, I got quickly out of that, and anything else has been for myself. Because honestly, if you're trying to look a certain way to attract people, but that certain way isn't what you would have done normally, that's not your true self. So whoever you are attracting or drawing the attention of is not who you would normally. So why do you care even to do it in the first place? Unless you're just gonna hold that superficial appearance, whatever, all the time. Or at least when you're around that person or people. But it just doesn't make sense to me. The whole, in general, why people put so much stock in what other people think or say about themselves. It's sad and it's not healthy. And media has a lot to do with it. That in society. But you can definitely just ignore it and just be like, I'm being me. You know? I wish people would. Some people never will. Maybe some people will get there eventually. Hopefully they do. Let me know if you've ever been there, in that position where you've been doing something or whatever to appeal to someone else aside from you. I'm curious to see just how many people will admit that.